I'll introduce by the way, our first mass transit top 40 under 40 rising star, Vince Sculio.
Pressure. Thank you. All right. Well, this is a great project. We're really excited to talk about it, and it really sets the stage for some exciting things we can do in the future. So while we're excited that we're here, this isn't the end game for interoperability. So quick agenda. We'll keep it moving. I'm going to give an overview of SoFlo Go. That is the name of our new regional app. I'm going to highlight some of the key features and talk about our promotional efforts. So what is it? You've heard about this project for a long time. It really represents a major step forward for regional fare payment interoperability here in South Florida. At a basic level, it's a free app where riders can plan trips and pay for their fares across Tri-Rail, Miami-Dade Transit, Broward County Transit, and Palm Tran. Key features I'm going to highlight include trip planning, real-time information, and the mobile ticketing. And as Dave alluded to, this topic has been discussed for a very long time. There's been a lot of starts and stops. But the Broward MPO really stepped up and brought this over the finish line. They led the project, they funded the project, they brought all of our county transit partners together and pushed us forward to get to where we are today. And for those of us who've been working on the project for the last year or so at the staff level, we just enjoyed great regional collaboration. A lot of us across the different agencies have never worked together before. So you can imagine trying to build an app just for one transit agency. So we had to do this with 4 different transit agencies building one product. So we just really appreciate all the collaboration. So why are we doing a project like this? For all of us who ride transit, we know, right, there's a lot of different ways to pay. You have your paper tickets, your smart cards, your mobile apps, Apple Pay on some systems, not on others. The list goes on and on. But what we've never had before was one fare media where you can ride all the local transit systems without having to change the fare product. So this is really what this app solves for. So I'm going to highlight a couple of the key features. The first thing riders will see when they log into the app is the trip planning. Basically, this acts kind of like an Uber or a Google Maps. You're prompted to pick your origin and destination. The app will show you some suggested routes based on trip time, number of transfers, and price. And then it's up to you to pick which one works for you. It highlights there on a map where you can zoom in and see the route. You can even do turn-by-turn navigation. So once you've picked your trip, you can hit that green little start button. It'll actually walk you through the entire route that you've selected. So we think this is also really helpful for, we have a lot of tourists down here, people who are riding our system for the first time. It's a great feature. The next feature is the real-time info and service alerts. So I wanted to highlight BCT in this example. You can see the live bus location of bus 34, which is actually the bus that serves the Pompano Beach station here. So you can select it, you can see the route number, the directional head sign, and the ETA on when it's going to arrive. You can also opt into service alerts from all the agencies. So these are manually inputted by the transit agencies, usually when there's a delay, but also for things like elevators being down, in this case, like a bus stop being closed because of construction. And if you ride this route a lot, you can opt into a push notification. So anytime a new alert comes out, you can get it sent to your phone. And this is really the start of the show, the mobile ticketing. So I'll start kind of on the left side and work my way over. Once a user downloads the app, they'll be prompted to upload their credit card information to one or all of the transit agencies. So if you just ride one system always, you can use this app just for that one. If you are multimodal and you use all of our systems, you would upload your credit card to the 4 county accounts. You only have to do that once. The app remembers it, and then you can continue to purchase fares. The second screenshot shows just an example of a Palm Tran fare purchase. And when the rider is about to go board the bus, they'll tap the Show Ticket button, and it will show a QR code to scan. Now, you'll see on the third screenshot that's just a blank white screen. That's because I took a screenshot for this presentation, and it's a built-in fraud protection, so users can't take an active ticket, screenshot it, and send it to their friends. So they will not be able to scan to get on the bus because the app blocks the QR code out. And then the last screenshot just is kind of a summary of kind of how it all works. This is just an example of a user's wallet where we just bought a bunch of random passes from all the agencies. But you can see multiple transit passes from multiple agencies all sitting in one mobile wallet. So whenever the rider is ready, they just tap to activate, and they can move throughout the system. We soft launched the app on July 14th. It was publicly launched on August 11th, so we're almost at the 2-week mark. We're coordinating the promotional efforts between the 4 partner marketing departments, but SFRTA is taking the initial lead in this launch. We're going to be doing a paid advertising campaign through mid-October. to get the initial word out, and then we're going to kind of do a pass the baton concept to each of the other agencies so they can do their own campaigns, so we can kind of stretch the marketing out and not just all market it all at the same time. There was a joint press release that came out with quotes from all the executive directors, and then the content and media you see on the slide, we have a bunch of different versions. Those are all going out through Tri-Rural social media, newsletter, website, and onboard and at stations. And we have been out on board the trains these first couple weeks, passing out flyers, talking to riders, showing how to use the app. And I did check the downloads yesterday. We are at almost 7,000 downloads for the app, and the developers tell us they are blown away and super happy and impressed. And they do app projects like this all over the world. So we must be doing something right. But with that, I will stop here and happy to answer any questions.
Comments from the board? Mr. Kakashi?
Mentioned about the credit card, putting it in either for one system or all. Possible to also pay for a ride and not have to leave the credit card in the system? Or in other words, just pay for a ride and...
So one-time payment?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the app is designed as an account-based service. So the way it's designed is that the user only has to put in their information. Like, you upload your credit card information once you pay, and as a benefit, it stays there. So I believe what you're asking is almost like an Apple Pay concept where you can just pay once, but you're not linking to an account. We can look into that, but it was designed as an account-based, which also allows the opportunity for the riders who ride at a discount to have their credentials in the app. So it was sort of designed with the credit card being saved, but we can ask the developers about that option for sure.
Understood. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you. I was actually going to ask, does it work similar, like, does Apple Pay, if you have that set up in your phone, does it work with that? Or? So
it depends on, getting into the weeds on the back office, that I will not entertain the board with all those crazy details. But yes, so Miami-Dade Transit has an Apple Pay integration with their back-end processor, so it works for them. The app itself can use Apple Pay. However, the individual transit agencies and the payment processors that they have, I know we do not have that integration now, but it is a request we have made. So the app has the ability to do it. They just have to tie it into the payment processor that each individual agency is using, and as of now, only Miami-Dade Transit has that currently.
Okay, thank you. And how close could we be to a single fare?
I've got 10 years left to work. So, I think we're still, I think this is a good step, but I think we're still a ways away. Yeah.
This is a good start in collaboration,
Yes.
and maybe, this is what gets us there. So it would be good for our riders. Any other comments or questions on this? Good job. Do we have, how are we pushing this out? Are we doing social media?
All of it.
I take it you're becoming to TPAs, MBOs, and...
All of the above. So we're at the stations. We've got a large, several videos out on social media right now. I know that BCT and Miami-Dade, our partners there, have their own plans as well. And then, yes, we'll be bringing this when, we're making the rounds to TVs. Well, we'll start with the ones who paid for it, the Broward MPO, and then we'll go out to the others and just keep pushing this out and pushing it out and pushing it out.
Yeah,
get the information out, posted in the airports and things like that.
And a couple, Palm Tran already invited me out to talk to, I think, their service development board meeting. So yeah, they're making requests, and we'll go out and spread the word as much as possible. Yes.